Does anybody else have these? And if so, where did you get them? I haven't seen anybody post any photos or reviews of these in hand, though they've been out for like a year at this point. I've been getting more and more curious, so I had to just get them myself, and here we are. Hello! Today we've got a full case of the Jurassic World Dominion Dinosaur Discovery boxes and a Dinosaur Discovery drink that I'm calling the Badlands. With this cocktail, you'll be able to unearth your own dinosaur fossils as you drink. For that, you'll need a mini dinosaur fossil toy, an ice cube tray, orange juice, bitters, a ginger liqueur, and bourbon. This drink will get sweeter as it goes with the melting orange juice as the fossil is revealed. I gotta start off by saying that yes, if you're putting toys in your drink, they can be a choking hazard. The bigger the toy, the less likely you're gonna accidentally swallow it. I'm using a very large ice cube tray so I can fit in these rubber dino skulls. Please be smart. Start by adding some orange juice to your ice cube tray. If you freeze a layer on the bottom first, then the dinosaur fossils can sit closer to the top of the cube and will be revealed sooner. Once that layer is frozen, set your dinosaur fossil right on top there and fill it the rest of the way with that orange juice. The larger the cube, the longer it'll take to freeze, so I recommend prepping a few of these at once. Once it's ready, set it in your glass and add a dash of bitters, then pour in 2 ounces of bourbon, and then an ounce of a ginger liqueur. Give it a swirl and enjoy.
Cheers!
I feel like I can pretty safely say that these Jurassic World Dominion Dinosaur Discovery boxes never hit brick and mortar retail in the US. These were apparently street dated for April 17th, 2022. And here we are almost a full year later and I've seen only one in-hand photo, and that was on AliExpress. If you posted about them, I'm sorry I missed it. Both sorry that your photos haven't gotten around as they should, and sorry because that would have saved me quite some money. Since these weren't at stores, at least not any near me, I had to get these online, but only a handful of websites had them, ranging from $13 to $20 for a single box, which is pretty high, but that's Toy Wiz for you. Other sites only sold them by the full case of 12 boxes. Entertainment Earth has them for $116 with free shipping, but I got these from Big Bad Toy Store for $105 plus their $4 shipping. Sales tax aside, that works out to be between $8.75 and $9.67 a piece, which still seems high to me for what they are. What are they? Blind boxes containing a sweet little plastic box in which you'll find one of 4 possible dinosaur options, a little silver plastic shovel, and some black kinetic sand. For the dinosaurs, you could get a Triceratops, a Stegosaurus, a combo of blue and a Gallimimus, or a Baryonyx. With each case of 12, you get 3 of each option. How do you know which one is inside? Well, there is a code on the box, and the code was apparently worth covering up. It has no bearing on what figure is inside. The entire case has the same code, and it's printed on the box twice. Why did they bother spending the time and money to cover them up on the sides? I have so many questions about this set with no answers. Since the code isn't helpful, there are 3 ways to tell what's inside. The first way is to weigh them. I've heard of people doing this, bringing a little scale in their pocket and weighing the blind boxes. I've never seen it, but my local Hot Topic once put up a sign that told people not to weigh the blind boxes. But I did weigh these. Why? For science. All 3 Baryonyx boxes, 5 ounces apiece. All 3 Stegosaurus boxes, 5.3 ounces apiece. All 3 2-packs, 4.9 ounces apiece. The only variation was in the Triceratops, with 5.1 and 5.2 ounces, which is still close enough when we're talking 1/10 of an ounce. The second way to tell is to read the box. While 3 of the packages say contains 1 dinosaur, the Blue and Gallimimus set says contains 2. So if you're looking for that one, you have a 100% chance of getting it. The last way is to just open them. The boxes are just taped shut, and once you take out the case inside, you can pop the lid off and see through the clear plastic sealing the sand in. Now here's the kicker. There actually are figure-specific codes, but they're embossed on the plastic case, which means you have to first open the box to then read the code, rendering them irrelevant. But for the sake of information, A is Baryonyx, B is Stegosaurus, C is Triceratops, and D is the Gallimimus Blue combo. Now the plastic case is rad. If I'm being honest, I bought these mostly for these cases. I couldn't care less about the kinetic sand, though it is cool, but I've had more than my fair share of that stuff in my classrooms. However, you can store other mini dinos in these cases or figure accessories. With all these Hammond collection figures coming with extra arms and hands and stuff, this makes perfect storage. And they look great too. You have the orange amber top with the Jurassic World logo. I might paint one of these up to make the details pop. And then the tan rest of the case covered in dinosaur skeletons. Really neat. The other reason I bought this set is because of my crippling baryonyx addiction. I need every single variant of these guys. Turns out, this one is even more different than I thought. This figure has been made and remade so many times that it's suffering from mold degradation. Parts are getting flatter and more warped every time they come out with a new version of it. Just look at the feet here compared to the previous version. It's also cast in plastic, while the original figures were a softer rubber. The Gallimimus and Blue have the exact same paint job as their original releases. Although these new ones do seem slightly thicker, that's the word I'm going to use here. The mold looks the same, but you can see it best on the Gallimimus head and hands. It's just a little thicker. Not sure why. I assume it's due to the change in material. The Triceratops is cast in a much darker green than the original and has a different paint job. Now the Stegosaurus is pretty different. While it's missing the paint on the belly and the paint details on the back plates, the brown continues all the way down the tail, unlike the original. Bandai, take note. The most notable difference is the fact that the tail is no longer articulated. It's all one solid figure. Now the question remains about the MSRP of these little guys. Is $104.99 for a case of 12 giving us a discount for buying in bulk? Or does it contain the typical markup? There are similar products on the market, like the one and only Kinetic Sands crate. It's larger, has more sand, comes with a bigger tool that can clip in place, has a little buildable dinosaur skeleton alongside another silver artifact, and is only $5.99 at retail. Although I can see how getting the Jurassic licensing could add a few bucks. Could these finally make their way to retail shelves? It's possible. Could they magically appear at the Dollar Tree one day? Stranger things have happened. But in the meantime, good luck on your own hunt. Thanks for watching and liking and all that stuff you do to help the channel, and please drink responsibly.